want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. I'm really struggling with people being in hell for eternity. I'm thankful for the salvation that God provides us, but I'm struggling with the fact that anyone I love and care about will spend eternity in hell for rejecting Christ. Eternity in hell just seems so cruel. I don't want to feel this way toward God, but I feel like it's not fair. I know we don't deserve heaven, but someone who rejects Christ deserve hell for eternity? 2 question marks. I get it. And can I just not sympathize? Can I empathize? I get it. It doesn't make sense. I mean, after all, the decision of eternity is based on Christ and Christ alone. If we believe, we receive everlasting life. If we don't, hell. And both of them are for eternity. And you mentioned in your own question that you or I or anybody, we don't deserve heaven. And I get that. It's not fair that we get heaven for all of eternity. On the same hand, it's also not fair of the opposite. Now, this is where I always default to Isaiah chapter 55, where it says that God's ways are not our ways and his thoughts are not our thoughts. And really what this question is doing, and I'm right here with you, I get it, is saying that from our perspective, it doesn't make sense. Just because somebody will not embrace the gospel, I get not going to heaven, I get some punishment, but eternity burning in hell, it just seems so extreme. And I agree with you. But here's the antidote or the backside of that. I think the problem with your question and with my empathy is that neither one of us really grasp in God's economy how bad sin really is. And if we could grasp and really see from God's perspective how bad sin is, then I think we'd really truly understand the necessity of hell, its length, and the quality therein. On the other hand, as you mentioned in your question, I am so grateful that because of what Christ Jesus was willing to do for me, and I believed in his shed blood, that I do have an eternity in a place called heaven that I do not deserve. I think one last thing, I don't think we can grasp how good heaven is ever going to be because we're in a sin-laden world. But I think that at times we can grasp how bad hell is going to be because we live in such a sin-laden world. Just as we don't think hell is fair for rejection, I promise you one day when we're in heaven, if the Lord gives us the capacity, we're going to say this isn't fair that we get all of this. Great question. If you have one, send it to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at AskJeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.